Hello, Sunbeams, and welcome to Sunshine Realms. My name is Sunshine. I am here to do the weekly reading for the collective. I am ready for the week ahead. We are stepping out of the full moon in Leo energy that started on the 12th and moving into this week, the Lover's Week. We're also going to be closing out Aquarius season next week as well. So let's step into the general energies for the collective. We're going to start with the Work Your Light Oracle. All right. In Rama, where are you being called to journey to? Where is Spirit calling you? Where is Spirit leading you? Where is your heart leading you? Where are you being called to from the divine? What's knocking at your door? What's asking you to step deeply into uncharted waters? What's on your mind? Especially with this Rama card, that means that there might be something that's calling us emotionally to step into something that feels good, feels nourishing, feels replenishing. This replenishment energy. And Rama is like a higher calling. Let's see what the Untamed Spirit Animal Oracle has for us as well. Ooh, Golden Eagle, enlightenment and success. Definitely a higher calling, can't make it up. A higher calling, that is a spiritual higher calling, especially with this sun energy here with the eagle. It's like this full moon in Leo, and this week's energy is very heightened in terms of our inner calling or Spirit's inner call. Okay, taking higher ground. It's like, what are we doing here on earth? Because that's air and that's water, but what are we doing here on earth? What are we putting our passions into with fire? What are we using in order for us to go into the journey where we are being called? It's going to be a week of finding out is what I heard. A week of finding out. Let us use the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. For any additional insight for the week, Spirit, for the collective, what do you have for us this week? I wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. All right, let's see. Page of Wands, Six of Cups, Nine of Cups. There could be something nostalgic or something from childhood that is on our minds. Something that feels like home, makes us feel like we're in a state of bliss. Yeah, Ace of Swords. This week is going to be a week where we are having this dance between either how far we've grown, or we're stepping into an energy where we can actually see how far we've come on something. We can see our progress. We can see how far we've come along on some sort of project or something that we've put our energy towards. It could be something that we have decided to do or decided to start or decided to explore that makes us feel good. The Six of Cups to me is like the nostalgia card. It's the card that reminds us of our childhood memories, or even just things that make us feel like we are loved. There's something that makes us feel like warm and fuzzy with this Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Warm and fuzzy and seen, heard, validated, or something is coming in that's, it might be a small gesture coming in that's going to help validate an aspect of our heart space, or make us feel welcomed, or make us feel happy, joyful, or give us some sort of clarity. And if we haven't seen it, we might see it this week. We might see it over this weekend. We might see it over the next few days. A bit of clarity that comes in that has been called towards us, or called into our energetic field, or called within our life to show up right now. It's like showing up right now because we're in a space of play or happiness, or we're in a space of just feeling good about where we are, or this idea or this clarity that comes in makes us feel like nostalgic, or it makes us feel, this could just be the energy of Valentine's Day too. It could just be the energy of the weekend. It could just be the energy of this week, of it being Friday. You know, this gives me like a very happy, it's the weekend sort of vibe, you know, let's put our good clothes on and go outside. You know what I mean? It could just be that. It could just be you stepping outside, being called to go outside, go have some fun, go see some friends, or just be in an element where you're just feeling yourself. You know, Valentine's Day is like that. Especially coming out of this full moon in Leo, you're sort of like in your element. You're sort of doing your own thing. You feel good. You feel like you have, you know, a little pep in your step. I mean, that's what it feels like for me. I mean, you can't really, yeah, that's what we're being asked to do. Just have a moment of, you know, happiness, glee, joy, pride, you know, a little bit of gratitude. You know, there's clarity or something that's coming in that's going to either make us feel that way, or we're just stepping out the door that way. Let's get one more for that feeling. Let's grab a kipper. An attitude of gratitude. That's what I heard. Courthouse came out. It could be something that's happening in your life that's making you feel this way. Courthouse could also be a document. It could be a decision of some kind that's made, or it could be the finalization of a specific document, or finalization of a specific era that's been happening in your life. It could be a decision that you've made, or something that goes in your favor that adds that little pep in your step. It could be something that's really something that you've looked forward to, or looked forward to having that document, or looked forward to having that decision being made. Or, you know, someone could just be leaving a situation that could have been tough to manage, or this could be an ending of some sort of contract, whether you made a contract with a person, place, or a thing. This could be the freedom that you receive after stepping out of that contract, or the freedom that you receive after leaving that particular dynamic, or after leaving that particular situation where you were contracted to do, or confirmation, or you were contracted to be under for a period of time. This is when you get, you know, your walking shoes, or your walking papers, or your ability to freely float on the earth. You get your freedom back. You get your legs back. You get some sort of ability to freely float, freely move, freely be, see. A lot about movement with this Page of Wands and the Six of Cups. It's almost as if you get your life back in some kind of way. So a lot of people in this energy, in the collective, are being given an opportunity to end contracts and begin new ones, or being released from a contract, being released from a bond, or being released from some sort of dynamic that they've been in for a while. Let's get into that, Spirit. That's very important this week. I don't know why. Let's find out more. Five of Cups. Someone hasn't been happy where they have been. Yeah, could have been a commitment in some kind of way. Five of Cups, Death card with the Hierophant is either a commitment that you've been under, or just a karmic cycle, just a cycle where you've had to create change in your life. Amen. Someone's been significantly waiting on the ending of some sort of contract, or the ending of some sort of dynamic they've been under. The Eight of Wands is here, which means that it's happening now. Someone's being released from something that they haven't been able to move out of, move away from, or even get any traction in the contract, almost as if something was holding them back and not allowing them to grow, not allowing them to elevate, not allowing them to move in the direction that Spirit has been asking them to go in, not allowing them to gain enlightenment or success in some kind of way, almost as if they've been traversing through dense watery, emotionally bonded energy, where you're in connections with people because of emotions or ties or community ties or familial ties. And this is a release from that, because you now get your walking papers. You get the opportunity to sort of like start all over, start anew. And it's because you haven't been able to have this level of freedom for a period of time. It's like you get your legs back. I keep thinking like someone has been stuck somewhere and not being able to move, and it's something that they just haven't been able to get out of. They probably did sign a contract, or they probably did commit to something, and now it's their opportunity to move forward. They get released from that. They get let go from it, and Spirit is allowing them to sort of take flight with this Eight of Wands. And this golden eagle, you get to take flight after being in a period of being held back in some kind of way. It's like the victory is yours. Now that you have the opportunity to make some movements, you're not having to only look at your losses in a situation. You can actually start all over, and whatever this document was, or this contract, or this situation was, it kept you from being able to grow. And now that you have like the flight, you can take flight. There's a lot of growth that can happen. Let's get more energy with the Tarot of the Magical Forest. What additional insights do you have, Spirit, in regards to the Page of Wands and the Five of Cups? What's been holding back this dynamic? An emotional tie of some kind. I got that already. It's a community tie or a familial tie. It could be something that just wasn't moving, like walking through very dense emotions. It's like when you're emotionally connected to some person, place, or thing, it's gonna prevent you from being able to go very far. When you have to walk through deep waters, you have to take your time. You can't just jump to the other side. You have to actually wade or walk or swim over there. And getting over there has taken a lot of it's a lot of distance, is what I hear. It's a long distance, but I feel like you've made it over to the other side in some kind of way. What's holding us back? Yeah, connections of the heart. It could be love relationships. It could be just loving where you were, like being in an energy where you're putting out emotions and you're putting out effort and you're putting out this level of commitment to whatever this contract was, but you weren't making any progress, you weren't making any growth, you weren't moving up, you weren't growing or expanding in any way. You were sort of like stuck in it and not being able to expand within the heart space or expand in a very committed or in a monetary sort of way. Because this Nine of Cups has a pot of gold. It's like, now that that contract has ended, you can move forward and really take flight. Let's see what this Nine of Cups is with the Hierophant. Eight of Wands again. And that's happening now. It's a now energy. It's a this week energy. It's a 100% bow and arrow being shot out into the world. This contract that's ending, this commitment that's ending is what's allowing you to really take flight and have your wings again. Let's see what the Ace of Swords is with the Hangman. Knight of Wands. This is absolutely quick forward movement. It's as if you have a new vehicle in order to get through the water, or there's been like an opportunity that's coming in here that's going to allow you to really move forward. It's almost as if you made it to a place where you can you don't have to wade through the water or go through the dense emotions of this commitment. You can sort of just walk freely. The Eight of Wands is here twice, which means that this is a deep, connected passageway where the collective gets the momentum, as if Spirit is just pushing you forward in some kind of way. Let's find out what that push is about. The Eight of Wands and this Knight of Wands. I don't know why I get the feeling that it is the kind of momentum that you need to create change. Oh, wow. And there's change. To come out, it speaks volumes about what's really happening in your life. So the collective is experiencing a huge paradigm shift in their life, where they were stuck in a contract or stuck in a situation or stuck within a community or just in a position that they had committed to, or in a dynamic that they committed to, and that is shifting. There's a lot of movement, like transportation. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Wealthy man. So that means that your resources are changing. Your resources are shifting, your opportunities are shifting, and it's shifting in a way that now that you're no longer stuck and wading through this water, you can actually make some moves. You can commit to shifting upwards. Enlightenment, success, the golden eagle, you can shift upwards. You can make some progress. Amen. And that's the message card. So this is giving me the impression that Spirit is sending you messages, or there's going to be something that comes along. And it just so happens that this has a sealed letter. So I feel like, especially with the weekend energy, this could come in this weekend. Yeah, this communication about a new opportunity could come in this weekend. And it's because, and it could come from someone who, or something, or it could be a job offer, another commitment, a position that comes like from something or someone far away. It could be something that you actually put out a long time ago or a while ago. Could be 3 years ago, something that has to do with 3 years ago. Information you put out or application. It could just be access, not having access to this opportunity 3 years ago. but it's coming in now. And that's very specific. I don't know why I got 3 years, but the change that's coming in has a lot to do with you no longer being in a contract or under some sort of anchor. Now that that anchor has been released, Spirit can actually shoot you towards a greater purpose. Let's find out what that is with the Oracle cards. Well, isn't that lovely? This is one of my favorite cards, the transformation card. And that also has a lot to do with this change card. This is what's happening this week. This anchor that you had set your roots down on that did not work out, did not give you the level of success that you needed, is being released. It's ended for a reason. And I mean, there's grief involved, but you have prepared for this time frame, and the time is now for one area of your life to be released so that a new area of your life can come in. That is what birth and death and transformation is all about. It's about allowing something that is no longer serving you to fall away so that something that will serve you can be given birth to and can be allowed into your life. And accessing that truth, accessing that power, accessing that abundance, accessing that 9 of Cups, accessing that higher calling, accessing where Spirit is asking you to be called to journey to, accessing that enlightenment, accessing that success, and accessing it in a way where it only comes because you're no longer where you were. You're going in the direction that Spirit needs you to go. That's what you're being called to do. So this week is all about the calling. The 8 of Wands is here, so it could be a call, it could be a message of some kind. Actually, let me ask one more question about that message. Spirit, thank you. 7 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this has been difficult for you. 7 of Swords. So this message could only possibly come in because you are no longer under this specific contract. You've been released from a past paradigm in order to step into something completely brand new. It's like the ending of one is just opening a door to something new. A clear ending of one that opens a new door to something new. 777 could be very significant for you. This message would have never heard you, or you would have never heard the message or received the message had you been in the paradigm that you're actually leaving behind. So Spirit is asking you to close the door, lock the door, and throw away the key to whatever it is that is ending, and open the door with allowing and space and surrender and rebirth, so that what is coming in, this beautiful new seed, this beautiful new opportunity that's coming in, that you might have been fighting to come in. This new idea, this new opportunity, this new fruitfulness, this newness that's been waiting to come in, and now finally has an opportunity to have new soil to come in. This old energy had to be burned away so that the new energy can have fertile ground, fertile soil, and an opportunity to grow. And this is something that you're giving birth to because it's already within you. But in order for that to happen, this whole transmutation of energy had to happen. You had to transform something, leave something behind so that it could come in. Let's find out what the awakening soul has for us. Spirit, thank you. Blessings. What is the greatest blessing? The gift of life itself. God's blessings are always with you. You just need the eyes to see and the ears to hear. I hope this message has been helpful to you. It's added some value to your life in some kind of way. Thank you for sharing sacred space with me. Have a great day.